Hey guys, you want to buy some
Dabbing ASMR?
It's real good stuff, real cheap. The only cost, clicking on this video. Oh, fuck, it's like a butter knife, a bread knife. All right, I think I'm all done. I'm just holding on to these for no particular reason. Whenever a girl pisses me off, that's what I do to... No, I don't do that. What? Why would anyone do that? That's cringe. Today's video is a return to normalcy. Brought to you by my buddy Max. He sort of put my eyes toward this thing called a fight thermometer. I'm not sure what you would call it. Matt Atomic on Twitter made quite the viral tweet showcasing the things that he would beat up. Seems a bit like a tier list of people whose ass you can kick, or whose ass can kick yours. Sometimes I'll have to assume humanoid size because these characters don't exactly exist in our world as a creature. They're imaginary. California Raisins. It's a group of 4. You might think this is a bit of an unfair fight, and I would agree, but they are raisins. They're old, they're wrinkly raisins. The only thing that gives me a little bit of pause is that I think they're black. I can't be certain of it, but I have a suspicion they're black. You know, they are the color of raisins, but like I think they're in like a jazz band. California Raisins would about destroy me. The shredded mini wheat mascot. Yeah, no questions. I would kick its ass right there. So my concern with the Jollibee is that I don't think I've ever seen it frown. And I think we have to assume humanoid size for this thing. All the picture, or most of the pictures I found were, people wearing the Jollibee costume. So assuming this bee is human size, it's gonna have a stinger about as big as my penis. I held up my finger, but that's not the size of my penis. It's much longer. That's a scary freaking stinger. I'm not gonna get stung by that. Jollibee is right there, almost fully destroying me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd kill the icy bear. Bears in general sort of lack confidence, and I think as long as you have the confidence of a house cat, you could probably turn this bear inside out. And on top of that, I don't think the sort of dad from TikTok clothing that he's got on is at all intimidating. I think Icy Bear's weak. I think I'd kill him. Next up, we have the Subway pedophile. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, iDubbbz, you'd kick his ass. Really? Really? He's probably a little bit effeminate, but let's be real, I think the guy's pretty big. If it's a fair fight, he might just deck me. As much as you guys are probably gonna dislike this, I gotta be real with you. It might be a draw with the Subway pedophile. Just saying. Ah ha 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 ha. The Vlasic Pickle Stork. It's sort of the reverse logic with the icy polar bear. Birds in general are overconfident. So everyone just sort of screams and runs away from the bird when it's attacking them. We could fucking kill birds. With just a very gentle squeeze, we can crush every bone in a bird's body. People run away from Canadian geese when they're getting all fucking antsy. But there's a video of a guy just grabbing the damn thing and like swinging it around and throwing it away. You know, if the little kid with scoliosis is like bopping on your head or whatever, like you're not gonna smash him. You're not gonna fucking smash his goddamn little fucking head in. I hope this isn't a controversial statement, but I'm pretty confident that I can beat up a woman. She is a Native American, which maybe changes things a little bit. But I think if history repeats itself, I think she'd get owned. I probably wouldn't do it that way. I'd probably pull out my 1840s musket and blast her in the face and steal her fucking land. If history repeats itself. That's all I'm gonna say. A quick bit of trivia, the Land O'Lakes butter girl, her name is Mia. Cool, huh? This is apple and cinnamon. I'm picturing breaking in half cinnamon, and I feel like it would be a lot like a stick bug. Like you'd think it's just a stick, but when you break it in half, it's like blood and guts. That would be a very scary thing. I think that would be a very
Powerful creature.
I don't think it's a tech deck. I think that's a fucking skateboard. I think he's going to bash it over your skull, and I think Apple's just gonna be cackling while it happens. To me, this one is very easy. They're maybe about where the California Raisins are. I think it's a demon cow, and I don't think I would win against a demon cow in any world. I think this is actually probably final boss material. The little fluffy bear that says this name is Bimbo, I'm not going to have any problems with. Bimbo's going to die. Okay, I have two cartoon rabbits on this list. We have the Trix Rabbit, and then we have the Nesquik Rabbit. The thing about the Nesquik Rabbit, I think he's soft. You know, I've seen the commercials. Sure, he can, you know, turn an entire pool into chocolate milk, but I mean, it's a commercial, right? Like, I don't think that was real. I think he's as dangerous as the Vlasic Pickles Stork, to be honest. The Trix Rabbit, on the other hand, is a different story altogether. I think this guy has dealt with a lot of shit, a lot of conflict in his life. This guy can put up a fight. I don't think he's very dangerous, but I think he's got sort of that Jared Fogle energy, you know? I think he's basically that same vibe. Chucky E. Cheese. I think old Chucky, he's got that, I don't know, that sort of Freddy Fazbear thing going on with, like, it's just intimidating. Let's put him here. The Hawaiian Punch Guy. If you didn't know, his name is Punchy. That's his actual name. They didn't name him after the drink. They named the drink after him. So his identity is being Hawaiian and punching people. I don't know if you've ever seen a very robust Hawaiian person. They're scary. I'm picturing being in the same high school as him in Hawaii, and him being 3 times bigger than anyone else in the class. It's like, get him to a fucking higher grade. We don't need him in here because I'm constantly walking around with like a lump in my throat, expecting to get punched at any minute for no reason at all. That's fucked up. I mean, I might have to scoot Apple and Cinnamon down a peg. All right, here we got Ronald Mcdonald. Now, it's got this sort of It vibes, creepy clown, but I think you get stronger against clowns. I think your attack power against clowns goes up like 10 points for every age past 18. So I think by this point in time, I could probably one-shot him. I'm gonna put Ronald a little bit down on the list. The Aunt Jemima question is a little bit more complicated. If we're talking about current day Aunt Jemima, the one you see before you, I'd kick her in the teeth and then she'd probably try to fight me in court. On the other hand, if it's the Nancy Green Jemima or the Anna Robinson Jemima, I'm gonna get my shorts pulled over my head. Current day Aunt Jemima, sorry, you're below Jared. Finn the goldfish, how cute, his name is Finn. Also, we put sunglasses on him to make him seem cool. He's not cool, you're not fooling me. This is like an incel wearing a leather jacket. We know he's a big pussy. My name's Finn, I'm cool. Sunshades. Badass. No, you're not badass. You're dead. You're physically crunched up in my mouth. Right in line with the mini wheat. Actually, mini wheat's stronger than you. The Pringles Man, otherwise known as Julius Pringle. He seems like just a man. In the current form I'm looking at him, he seems like a ghost. Am I scared of it? Not really. Could it kill me? Maybe. And I know I'm just filling in the gaps, but I feel very strongly that that's where he belongs. The Cornflake Rooster. His name is Cornelius Corny Rooster. That's his name. I'm gonna be real, I just put him in here just to tell you that fact. I don't think anyone gives a shit about him. I mean, he's a rooster. He's gonna get owned. He's beating out the Vlasic Stork. You know him. Hopefully you know him. If you don't know him, you're about to learn something. This is the honeycomb mascot, and his name is Crazy Craving. He is sort of like a werewolf creature. Like humans would burst out and get all this fur and basically be one of him. They're very fast. They're very crazy. I think the main bit of context I would want to determine if I could kick his ass or not is where the name Crazy Craving came from. If that was his, birth name, he'd probably kick my ass. But if that's like some sort of cringy nickname that he gave himself, like, I want to be called Crazy. If that's the case, then, I'd bury him into my crotch. Nothing sexual. All right, so I think for now we can assume that he's crazy, but he ain't California Raisin crazy. I think he's right here. This is the complete list. I may make changes to it later when the camera's off, if I feel strongly enough about it. But this is my final fight thermometer. If you think you stack up differently, then, tweet it at me. Say so in the comments. If I was misinformed about one of these characters and maybe one of them would actually destroy me, or maybe they're weaker than I thought, then let me know, because I'm kind of curious about the logic of it. Tell me! That's what I'm getting at! Fucking tell me! Thank you so much for watching. You guys, you're my army. You're my sweet little army, and I can't get enough of you, quite frankly. Every time I look at you, I get a big grin on my face. Oh, you got a little couple eye boogies. Oh, let me just scrape. Oh, protein, protein.